Okay, in this question we've got t plus 3 multiplied by t minus 5 squared. So the minus 5 squared, you're right, it means you repeat the same expression, so it means t minus 5 times t minus 5. So now you have these three expressions. So we need to multiply two expressions together first, and when you finish, you multiply by the third expression. Or you could multiply these two first, and when you finished, you multiply by this. So to multiply, you would multiply the first term by the first term, then the first term by the second term, and then you would multiply the second term by the first term, then the second term by the second term. So you have four things to multiply. So t multiplied by t will give you t squared. T multiplied by minus 5 will give you minus 5 times t. Then you multiply this by this. That'll give you 3t. And finally, you multiply plus 3 times negative 5. That'll give you minus 15. Now, all of that is still multiplied by t minus 5. Now, before we multiply all of this times this, we check, is there anything we can simplify here? Or are there any terms which are similar? Now, t squared and 5t, you can't add them because they're different. But 5t and 3t you can, or negative 5t and 3t. So that's like saying negative 5 plus 3. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. So these two terms together give you negative 2t. And then the negative 15 remains unchanged, and the t squared remains unchanged, and the t minus 5 remains unchanged. And then we do the same trick again. We multiply this times this, and this times that. So that will give you, so t squared multiplied by t will give you t to the power 3. And then t squared multiplied by minus 5 will give you minus 5t squared. Then you multiply the second term by both of these. So you get minus 2t squared. That's negative 2 multiplied by t, minus 2t squared. And then plus 10t. Why 10? Because it's 2 times 5. Why positive? Because it's negative multiplied by negative. And the t, because there's a t there. Now, last thing is you multiply the last term by the last two terms. So that'll give you minus 15t plus 15 times 5, so the negative gives you positive, and 15 times 5 is 75. Now all you need to do is add similar terms. So these terms are similar because they're both t squared, and these terms are similar because they're both t. So the final answer will look something like this. Minus 5t squared minus 2t squared. That's minus 7t squared. And plus 10 minus 15 is negative 10, or negative 5t plus 75. So unless we've made a mistake somewhere, that's your final answer.